Hey, welcome back to the organizing tip of the day. Today I wanted to talk about reorganizing your kitchen to make room for the things that you don't currently have room for. I store a lot of stuff in my kitchen, but it's not like I have oodles of storage, and there's things that I was storing that I wasn't even really using all the time in here, but it seemed like the logical place to store it. So this is where I was keeping it, but then when I wanted to put other things in here, I had no space. So I totally rearranged and moved stuff around, and it's like, no, you know what I mean? Suddenly I have room for the stuff that I never had room for, that I may have made a priority for because I use it more often. And I'll give you an example really quickly. This is my daughter's coloring drawer, and when I first moved in, I had like placemats and stuff in here, which made sense, right? But my kids always wanted to color all the time when I was making supper and stuff like that. So I made like a coloring drawer and moved the placemats over to this drawer. And then it was like, okay, now they're starting to do like worksheets and workbooks, and I wanted a homework drawer for stuff because my daughter's going into grade 1 where we start to do homework. But this is like her workbooks. So it's like her French and English workbooks and stuff like that. I didn't want those in with her coloring books because I didn't want her to accidentally, like, you know, my 3-year-old to be scribbling on her workbooks. And my 3-year-old has worksheets in here that she does. So anyways, I made a completely separate drawer, which means everything had to get shipped down again. And I just didn't have room. I used to have 3 drawers for placemats. So what I did instead was just move our everyday placemats, like the kids and our everyday family placemats, in here, and then I just moved the extras and the company placemats out of here and put them in a separate spot because we use them like twice a year, where we use this stuff every day. So why was the stuff that I'm using once or twice a year taking up priority real estate in my kitchen? And then I was like, wait a second, I'm on to something. I'm gonna totally rearrange things that gives priority to the things that I use all the time, right? And the things that I don't use all the time, why would it be taking up the prime real estate? So I did some shifting. I actually had an entire drawer dedicated to aprons. I use an apron maybe like twice a year. I have like 10. I had a whole drawer dedicated to aprons. So I moved those to the hall linen closet. Whatever, there was space in there. I don't use them. Now I have a whole nother drawer for my kids. This is a really good example of finding extra storage for the things that take up valuable real estate. And one of the biggest pet peeves I have taking up real estate in my kitchen is this kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Like cutlery and paper plates and straws and napkins. All this stuff used to be under my cupboard, and I use it like when we have parties or we go on a picnic, which is not very often. But I didn't want to like truck it somewhere else, so I just stuck it in a bin in here and freed up an entire, I put them in 2 actually. That's how much I have, but that way I freed up a whole cupboard for things that I use more often. It's still like in my kitchen, but it's off to the side. So if you have, I don't know, like a cupboard or a pantry or what do you call that, a buffet or something like that, consider storing stuff like that. And this is where I moved all my placemats in with my cookbooks. So way back there, all my company placemats. Because I don't use cookbooks that often, but I don't want to get rid of them. And I don't use those very often, but I don't want to get rid of them. Play-Doh in here. And then this is something so funny. This is where I keep all my light bulbs. Light bulbs. Because I used to keep them in the laundry room and then we kept them in the garage, but I'm so lazy. And when I wanted to like get one, I was like, oh, I gotta go all the way downstairs to get a light bulb. So I put it in here. And then this last one here, I use for, oh my gosh, all my manuals. All my, like, this is like the deed to the house, or not the deed, but like the maps of the house, like their property line. Manuals, manuals, manuals for everything goes in there. And I find it really handy, and believe it or not, we go in there all the time because we were doing like light renovations. We wanted to know, you know, where the beams are, where that sort of stuff is. Or the dishwasher broke. So my husband was like, where's the manual for the dishwasher? And I'm like, I know where it is. It's in there. So this IKEA shelf, sorry, I'll show you again, that we bought for like 60 bucks we just put legs on it. And it's not the prettiest thing, but who cares? It stores so much stuff. I used to have it in the old house turned upside down and the other way, and it was filled with kids' craft stuff. Now we have a craft room, so it's just like invaluable storage. But if the day comes where I need storage for something that I use more often in this area, the light bulb box will go somewhere else. And I'll use that for something that's more appropriate for real estate for this area. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, I did some reorganizing, I did some rearranging, and yeah, moved stuff out of here completely. Like I said, got rid of a whole drawer of aprons. I'm sure there is stuff in your kitchen that you have taking up space that you don't use all the time that doesn't necessarily need to be stored in your kitchen. Get rid of it, put it somewhere else, or get rid of it totally, braver than me, and make room for the stuff that you do use all the time. Want to see my last 2 drawers? Just because? Alright. I have 2 junk drawers. I'm such a baby. This is my tool junk drawer, I call it. It also has candles in it, but my tool, I would die without my label maker. Can I just say that? I'm actually going to do a blog about a new label maker that I got coming up. You don't have one, you should get one. Yeah, like tools, I just use like, you know, like the multi-screwdrivers and stuff. Because, you never know when you're upstairs. I don't want to go all the way to the garage. I'm lazy. And here's one.
Look at how big your paper.
Oh, I'll fix her. Oh, her arm fell off. I'll fix her, no problem. 1 second. Batteries and markers and all the stuff, pens, tape, my checkbook, things that we use that we might need go in the other junk drawer. So, yeah. My kitchen smells awesome right now. Can I just say that? You see in the background? Scentsy burner. I gave in. Not only did I give in, I gave in and tried it. Loved it. Went bonkers. I'll be right there, Ab, I promise. Joined so I could buy stuff 20% off, cheaper off myself. Yeah, it's an obsession. I can't wait to blog about that. And also want to share with you coming up my new window cleaning. Hi. My new window cleaning tip and secret, which has totally gotten rid of my fear of cleaning windows. So anyways, your organizing tip was today, move stuff, what was it? Valuable real estate. Find the valuable real estate in your kitchen and move stuff that you use the most often to the most convenient spots. And the rest of the stuff, put it somewhere else. It's not really that smart of a tip, but for some reason I wasn't doing it. Anyways, we'll see you next time.